a perfect round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. Puts the super armor to good use. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Experiencing burnout. Sneaks in above. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Noticeable life lead. This can lead KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Got their eye on the air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Takes a trip. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. This is the range where things get messy. Can they use experiencing burnout? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big opportunity now in this corner. Hits them with a stopping block. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Going in? This may be it. Drops them from the air. Player 2 has a chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Turning it right up with the super. Loads up the javelin and blasts them with the good stuff. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? This is critical. What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. A little too greedy there. Deal some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? Box him with a target combo. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the jump in. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Quick brushes that off and keeps going. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Dealing a nice chunk of... They can't squander this punish counter chance. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Closes the gap. A quick breather. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation and fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Knockdown and... They trade hits. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Beautiful fight.
Fight round. Fight.
Oh my God, they just choked it up. This is going to hurt. Player 2 can whip. They're wide open. Oh, here we go.
Where are you going?
Fold it up like a cheap suit. Quick medium poke. Drive attack misses. Turns out. Looking for a hold. Drop super hard incoming. Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Amazing. gotta do something! What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beat at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Goes for the super arm. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. It's back with the drive attack on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. They are really going at each other this round. And fold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Amazing! The throw is denied. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Flatlines them! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Lays down a whirlwind. Final round. Who will the fighting game start active? Here comes the Rude Master. Not going anywhere. Hits him with a stopping block. Player 2 crowns him from above. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Both sides, big super armor use. Anti-air in the front. Strong super art incoming. Target combo into, there's a burnout. Drops them. Noticeable life lead is a super armor. Hold and calculating. I can't believe it.
How's this?
Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have caught that. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters are raring to go. They're still feeling each other out. Player 1 chases them down. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble yet? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball.
Time to go crazy.
Life lead opens up. Takes a drill. Player 2, they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Goes for the super arm, catapults them up and brings them crashing back down. Jumps. KO. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Immediate jump in. Lays down a whirlwind. That drive impact doesn't get through. Okay, they trade hits. Things are slow going. Hits them with a stopping block. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Going to activate the star to get some help on the field. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Player 1 puts the super armor to good use. Burnout dissipates. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Apparent experiencing burnout. Player 1 scores an important armor break. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. The star is active. Here comes the Rude Master. Player 1 has completed their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Oh my, yo, Ross super hit, gets the counter hit and the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with the fireball! This is it! Who's gonna take it all? Experiencing burnout. In with the balance! Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Both sides getting ready. Oh man, this is a scary range. Will this super art do anything? No resources to work with. They got sick super armor use. Jump knocked them out of the air. Player 1 whips. They're wide open. A real test raw super art incoming. Burns out. What's next? Anti-air in the clutch. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Drops them from the air. Connects with the throw. Both fighters are looking for a way to down to the wire. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 push. This is going to hurt. Big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Oh! Beautiful setup with that attack. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Spends the gauge for the drive reverse. Will this super art connect? Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Takes a trip. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without KO! Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks with the projectile. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Denies the attack, and Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Heading into the end game now, this is gonna be bad news. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fires off a whirlwind. Big Boat sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. What? Lays down a whirlwind, hits him with a stopping bomb. Player 2 has put the super armor to good use. That's to activate the star to get some help on the field. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. They trade hits. Fires off a whirlwind. Side switch in the corner. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Throws them. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable lightning. KO. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They were expecting that drive impact. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Can they outlast it? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Changes the pace with an air dare. Player 2 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This stun might mean the end of this round. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Going in, lays down a whirlwind. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Player 1, they're going for the super art. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now, just goes for it at this range. Spends 2 for the meteorite and absolutely destroys them. Getting up close and personal. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Tries to act quickly, but with flatlines on. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? In with the clock. Reversal. Activate the star to get them help on the field. That's not gonna hit. All the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. So solid with a mixer anti-air. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this kick throws them. What are they gonna do? Player 1 is forward rush. Turns out. Player 1 is looking at drops them hard. Target combo and here comes the boom! Next the counter. Okay, here we go. Will it be the gamble or the setup? Are you kidding me? Player 2! Straight.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Drive reversal to break in. Just like that there. Drive reversal lets you counter while guarding. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Trips him up. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do, but brushes that off and keeps going. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. They can't squander this punish counter chance. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge threat. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Experiencing burnout. Send the bar on up to Koth. A quick breather. We have super arts on deck. The kick hits! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Don't underestimate me.
Final round. Fight.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Throws a fireball. Drive rush to keep it going. Blows in the distance. And whips. They're wide open. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Plenty of help. full gauges. Let's go.
All in with the rush! Oh, that's gonna leave a crater!
What now? Looking for a hole. Will this super art do anything?
Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough?
Wasn't a sure bet, but the meter management was so on point. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checks with a medium kick. Shows a medium kick. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. Damage? A reset? They really need to think about their next move. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? Was looking for that jump attack. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Player 2, gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Shows a medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Reads them. Enfold for the throw. That's what they came for. Peppers them with the lightning kick. What'll happen here? Connects with medium kick. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Players experiencing burnout. Sees them coming and shoves it off with the super armor. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in? A lot of pressure building up here. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Still slugging it out here. Parries the attack, and parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Checks him with a projectile. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. The jump in is denied. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Hits them with a stop and pop. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Launches with a Tenko kick. Jumps. Looking for a check. Puts the super armor to good use. Blocks the cross for a good read. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs just goes for it at this range. That's a counter. Experiencing burnout. Wow, kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. This is the final round. Expect to see some
Don't
fireworks.
underestimate me.
Final round. Fight.
Medium kick hits. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force him. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Anti-air is a punch. All in with a rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 is a...
Choose a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Ready? Then show me.
Give me your best shot!
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 has the life lead.
Where are you going?
Time to sit on the lead. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Burnout is triggered.
Reaches out with the lightning kick. Peppers them with the
Looking to impress with this super. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Got him up against the wall and the stud is there. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. The life lead opens up. Can they jump on an opening here? Shows a medium up tap to close it. We're tied up at 1 round each. Do these two have anything up their sleeves for the final round?
Final round. Fight.
Connects with medium kick. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Uses the gauge for a super. It's the goddess of the hunt. I've heard of tough love, but not like this. Not like this.
Now you know.
Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Turns out. Amazing. Drops him hard. Anti-air in the clutch. What's next? Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, they changed sides. A real test of it is over. Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sticks out a kick. Goes for the jump in. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive 10 show. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Gets a good read on their opponent. Koth adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner switch. Taking stock. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Even experiencing burnout. Knockdown. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They need... burnout activates. Ooh, double KO. You don't see that every day.
Final round. Fight.
Boots them. It's time for both fighters to look involved for the throw. That's what they came for. Player 2 with the lead. All in with the rush. SBK hit. Looking for a hole. Somehow manages to block. Turns out. Goes to the ground and pound. Both sides getting ready. Breaks it. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Jump! Crowns him from above! This what a finish! Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed! What a win! It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Blocks it! Barely blocks the jump, hits him with a stopping bomb! Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. No more drive gauge. Medium kick hit. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Player 2 KO. Player 2 picked picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
This round is so important. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super art.
Experiencing burnout. Shows a medium kick. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Full SAE ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player drive rush to keep it going. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Got him all in with a rush.
Only a little bit of there's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Closes it out. Player 2 face.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Drive gauge finally recovers. Projectile to try and change the situation. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage.
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished.
This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 can't afford mistakes to come from the brink like that. What a comeback. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Uses the target combo with a filler. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
Spends 2 for the meteorite and absolutely destroys him.
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. That's a big gap. Who's drive rush to keep it going? Player 2 puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Medium kick hits.
SBK hits.
Just goes for it at this range. One forward rush. Closes the distance. Throws them. Amazing drive rush. Vintage. They are in a real bad situation.
More fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Oh, that combo finishes it. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Uses the target combo as a filler. Down to the wire. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive attack. Very bad choice there. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Player 2 is gonna have to experiencing burnout. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Get the bar up to KO. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Who's going to start things off? Connects with medium kick. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Peppers them with the lightning kick.
It's a good spot to use the super. Serving them a severe beatdown. And the fun's just starting.
Both fighters planning. Burnout activates.
Puts the super armor to good use.
A quick breather.
They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck. But executing that plan is the key. What? Anti-air. Flatline zone.
Player 1 brings it home.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
It's not over yet.
Best believe it's time for that run.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Just out of range for that throw. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Holds out with the block. The jumping is denied. Spinning bird kick. Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Scrapping it out up close.
Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Goes low with Coachella and sweeps him. Zones with the fire. Hits them with a stop and pop.
This is gonna be bad news. Experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round.
Player 1 brings it home.